All right, these dramatic developments just breaking here on CNN News 18. A 15-page suicide note allegedly written by Mahant Narendra Giri has surfaced, which CNN News 18 has managed to access. And in this 15-page suicide note, he clearly alleges three people who have been named. That includes Anand Giri, who was at one point of time one of his disciples, Adya Tiwari, as well as her son Sandeep Tiwari. These three people are under some form of detention right now by the UP police. There is great question marks being raised as for this 15-page suicide note written by a gentleman who hardly ever wrote anything in his lifetime, who was hardly ever, well-lettered, as it were. Who would leave a 15-page suicide note? And more importantly, in that note, he says there is a picture of him which is doing the rounds, which is in circulation, a picture of him with a woman, which he says in that letter is fake, and that Anand Giri had been blackmailing him with that picture. He also goes on to say that this picture will soon hit the market, and therefore, in that shame and to avoid such a situation, he is taking this extreme step. Now remember, this is no ordinary person we are talking about. We are talking about a sant, a seer, who's the head of the All India Akhada Parishad. Why would he take the drastic step of taking his own life when he knows that the trigger for it, this picture that he's referring to in this particular suicide note, is a fake one, and that somebody is using it to threaten him, to blackmail him? So many unanswered questions, which hopefully through the course of the UP Police's investigation, we will get some answers to. Let me see if we can go across to Pranshu Mishra, who's joining us with more details. So there are three people who are named in this alleged suicide note, Pranshu. That's Anand Giri, Adya Tiwari, and her son Sandeep Tiwari. And all three of them are now under the apprehension of the police, as it were. But some of the larger questions that have been raised. Here is a Mahant who hardly ever wrote or read anything. Why does he leave a 15-page suicide note? Here is a very important person in society taking the drastic and most extreme step of taking his own life, allegedly because of a fake picture. How is the UP police explaining these questions or discrepancies, if you will?
Well, Zaka, yes, clearly, this letter points out to two facts. One, which many people are saying, that how come someone who was under so much of stress could sit down and write 13 or 14 pages of suicide letter before committing suicide. This is something which very rarely happens, and we haven't seen in course of, covering several suicide cases and high profile such cases. The other point here is that UP police still is saying that, this is an open case. We are not treating it purely as a suicide case, since the first information was given by the disciples of late Narendra Giri, and they had alleged a suicide case. Therefore, this case of a suicide has been registered. It's an open case. If needed and if more inputs come in, if it is proven to be otherwise, more sections of IPC, say section 302 of IPC, the murder section, could also be added to this particular case. The other point here which this letter proves, and at the moment if we consider that this letter is actually the suicide letter which UP police is talking about, two things clearly come out. One is, it is a story of betrayal after betrayal. Narendra Giri was quite hurt by the betrayal by one of his closest disciple, Anand Giri, and after Anand Giri he banks on two people. One is Adya Tiwari and his son Sandeep Tiwari, who are also the local priest of the Hanuman Mandir, and then the betrayal comes again. So this is the story of betrayal after betrayal of someone, a saint and a seer, who was, sitting on supervising property worth crores of rupees, who was under the pressure from some of his disciples, for whom, the religious discourse or the spirituality was not at the core of their heart. He was further pained and alarmed by the fact that at this age of 65, probably there would be some pictures of him in a compromised position. The morphed pictures would come out, and that would ruin his entire name, his entire fame so far, and his position would be seriously jeopardized. And I think this was an issue probably which he couldn't muster enough courage to talk to the authorities, to talk to the politicians whom he met, and out of that fear of disgrace, he committed suicide. This is what one analysis of the suicide letter is. But then the bigger question, of course, is that whether this suicide letter is actually a genuine one, or it has been written, it has been framed. This is something which UP police has to investigate. If this letter is true, then the content of it are clearly alarming, and they clearly point fingers towards Anand Giri. But still, we are saying that the very fact that whether this letter is genuinely was written by Naren Giri, keeping the fact in mind that many of his colleagues have been saying that he was not comfortable writing, he was not even comfortable making his own signatures. So that all brings a lot of focus on this letter. So at the moment, authenticity of this letter not very much ascertained. That certainty needs to come in from the authorities. You need to have forensic examination of this letter. You need to get in touch with the handwriting experts. So all that procedure has to go on. But at the moment, what we can tell about our viewers is about the content of this letter, which clearly show that Naren Giri's position might have been quite seriously compromised.
Pranshu, stay on with us. I'm going to come back to you. Still many unanswered questions. I'm joined on the phone line. Sanjay Mahant Rishi Aranvanand is joining us. महंत जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. ये जो 15 पेज का जो सुसाइड नोट जो लिखकर महंत नरेंद्र गिरी ने अपना खुदकुशी किया है, क्या आपने इसको देखा है? आप इसके साथ परिचय है? आप बताइए, आपका क्या है पहला प्रतिक्रिया? क्या ऐसे एक महान व्यक्ति जो ऑल इंडिया अखाड़ा परिषद के प्रेसिडेंट रह चुके हैं, क्या वो ऐसा कदम उठा सकते हैं? क्या आपको लगता है ये 15 पेज सुसाइड नोट पढ़ने के बाद?
देखिए, एक वो हमारे भारतीय संस्कृति के, सनातन धर्म के संभाग थे, अखाड़ा परिषद के महानतम जितने भी अभी रहे हैं अखाड़े परिषद के, उनकी एक अलग व्यक्तित्व रहा। वो उनका चाहे राजनीतिक, चाहे सामाजिक और चाहे प्रशासनिक, चाहे हमारे साधु संतों में बहुत ही विनम्र और बहुत व्यवहारिक रूप से रहे। निश्चित रूप से वो दृढ़ संकल्प के बहुत मजबूत व्यक्ति थे। ये बार बार बात निकल कर आती है कि वो आत्महत्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, परंतु फिर भी हम सरकार से मांग करेंगे कि जो भी तथ्य हों उस पर बिल्कुल बारीकी से जानकारी इसमें की जाए और जो भी दोषी हो उसको सख्त से सख्त, अधिक से अधिक उसको सजा दी जाए।
ये बताइए, उनके करीबी काफ़ी सारे लोग ये सवाल उठा रहे हैं कि जो महंत नरेंद्र गिरी हैं, जो उनके जीवन में बहुत ही कम उन्होंने इतना मतलब लिखा होगा, पढ़ा होगा, क्या वो अपने खुद हस्ताक्षर लगाने में मतलब संकोच करते थे। क्या वो 15 पेज का ऐसा एक नोट छोड़ के और वो भी इतना एक्सट्रीम स्टेप जो है, अपने जान गंवा देना, अपना मतलब खुदकुशी कर देना, क्या वो कर सकते हैं ऐसे?
भारत के समस्त जितने भी चैनल, नेशनल चैनल है, उन पर सभी महापुरुषों का एक ही आ रहा है कि वह इतना लिखना पढ़ना बिल्कुल नहीं करते थे कि जो 3 दिन पहले उप मुख्यमंत्री वहां से होकर जा रहे हैं, उनके जो आश्रम के अभी हम डिबेट पे सुन रहे थे, उनके जो रसोइये हैं वो बोलने लगे, वो इतने हंसमुख थे, उन्होंने 11:30 बजे भोजन किया, आनंद से बात कर रहे थे। तो इस प्रकार से कोई उनके ऊपर किसी प्रकार का डिप्रेशन नहीं था। यही मुख्य जांच का विषय है कि उस पर ये जांच निश्चित रूप से बहुत बारीकी से और गहराई से की जाए। वो इतने लंबा चौड़ा बिल्कुल 10-12 पहले 7 पन्नों का आया, फिर 12 पन्नों का आया, तो ये बहुत संदेहास्पद है।
ये बताइए महंत जी, इनके साथ तो 24/7 सिक्योरिटी भी होता था, वाई सिक्योरिटी जो कहते हैं, वो भी इनके साथ हमेशा होता था। क्या इसमें अगर किसी और व्यक्ति का हाथ है तो सिक्योरिटी को भी पता नहीं लगा?
हाँ, निश्चित रूप से इसी की जांच का विषय ये जो है बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज होता चला जा रहा है कि वो उस रूम में भी जब कभी कोई बड़े लोग आया करते तब ऐसा मीडिया बता रही है कि उसमें जाया करते थे और वो उस रूम में भी अधिक नहीं जाते थे, और ऐसे में और भी शंका उत्पन्न हो जाती है। तो ये निश्चित रूप से बहुत गहन का है और हमारा भारत साधु समाज जितना भी है वो बहुत घोर निंदा करता है, और ये आपके चैनल के माध्यम से ये बार बार आग्रह करता है कि इसकी जांच जो है वो बहुत, जो भी एजेंसी हो उससे सख्त जांच उसमें कराई जाए।
जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। दैट इज महंत संजय ऋषिश्वरानंद with his thoughts. This is the question that many are asking, and I'll go back to Pranshu. Here are 3-4 things that we need to broadly lay down. This is number one: we've accessed a 15-page suicide note allegedly written by Mahant Narendra Giri just before he committed suicide. Now, the question that many of his well-wishers, people close to him, people who were working with him, associated with him, are asking is, the Mahant hardly ever wrote in his life. He was not a man of letters. He was not a man who was particularly highly educated. He was, in fact, very embarrassed even to put his own signature. He would find it difficult to put his own signature. And yet, for a person like that to leave a 15-page suicide note and then take the extreme step, something just doesn't add up. Number two, and I think this is also very, very critical, if indeed there is some foul play here, and we're not, attributing anything, we're just saying if indeed there is some kind of foul play here, if there is the hands of a third person, as it were, if it is not a straight-up case of suicide, as it were, then how come the 24/7 security who was available with Mahant Narendra Giri did not sense this or did not know this or was not witness to what exactly happened? So let me go across back to Pranshu and ask him this about, if indeed, one second Pranshu, I'm going to come back to you. Swami Deepankar is joining us. Swami ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. ये जो 15 पेज का सुसाइड नोट जो महंत नरेंद्र गिरी ने लिखकर खुदकुशी की है, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपका पहला प्रतिक्रिया मांगूंगा मैं.
लिटरली शॉकिंग. ये हमारे लिए बाकी बहुत आश्चर्य और स्तब्ध करने जैसा है. मतलब हम समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं कि जो व्यक्ति एक दिन पहले तक सबसे मिल रहा है, वार्ता कर रहा है, वो अचानक से फांसी पर लटका मिले या आत्महत्या कर ले, ये हमारी समझ में नहीं आ रहा. ये वाकई ही एक सनातन संस्कृति के साथ साथ एक सनातन संस्कृति के संवाहक का भी समाप्त हो जाना, वो भी वो व्यक्ति जो 13 अखाड़ों का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है, उनको संचालित करता है, ये हम लोगों के लिए बहुत बहुत बड़ी क्षति है. और जिस प्रकार की चीजें सामने आ रही हैं, मुझे उत्तर प्रदेश की पुलिस पर बेहद विश्वास है और मैं मानता हूं कि उत्तर प्रदेश की पुलिस दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी कर देगी. आप सोचिए ना कि पालघर की घटना हुई थी, अब तक हम लोग देख नहीं पाए, समझ नहीं पाए, और सब लोगों का क्या हुआ किसी को कोई पता नहीं. हमें लगता है कि हमें प्रतीक्षा करनी चाहिए. और क्या एसआईटी निकालती है और क्या पुलिस निकालती है. मैं आपका नाम जान सकता हूं कि व्हाट्स योर नेम?
जी, मेरा नाम जाका जेकब है. मैं इस चैनल का संपादक हूं. मैं सिर्फ आपसे ये पूछना चाहता हूं स्वामी जी, ये 3 लोगों का जो नाम इस चिट्ठी में है, इस सुसाइड नोट में है, वो तीनों को पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार कर दी, उनको डिटेन कर दिया है. क्या पुलिस की कार्रवाई से आप खुश हैं? अब फिलहाल जो जितना कार्रवाई हुई है, क्या आपको लगता है इन तीनों नामों के अलावा, इन तीनों लोगों के अलावा किसी और का हाथ भी हो सकता है इसमें?
निसंदेह. देखिए, मैं एक चीज कहना चाहूंगा आदरणीय, जांच का समय पुलिस को कम से कम 90 दिन का दिया जाता है, मेरी नॉलेज के अनुसार.
जी, बिल्कुल. 3 महीने का टाइम होता है. जी
हाँ, यहाँ 90 डेज का दिया जाता है. मैं ये कहूंगा कि यहाँ कम से कम इनको 5 दिन 10 दिन तो दीजिए कुछ करने के लिए. एक 24 आवर्स में ये चीजों को कंप्लीट कर अपने हाथ पर दिखाएं कि हमने सरसों ला दिया, ये दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. मुझे लगता है लिटिल नॉलेज इज वेरी डेंजरस थिंग.
जी,
बस मैं इतना सा कहूंगा कि मेरे हाथ में इस समय ड्रिप लगा है, मगर फिर भी मैं ये सोचकर अवाक हूँ, निशब्द हूँ. एक सनातन संस्कृति का योद्धा, संवाहक, संवर्धन करने वाला व्यक्ति जो बेबाक था, मुखर था, वो ऐसे नहीं जा सकता. बस इतना कहूंगा.
ओके, स्वामी दीपांकर जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. I mean, I think there are some very, very pertinent questions that are being asked, no doubt about it. How would a person who's 65 years old, who has been through so much in life, by his own admission, by the admission in this suicide note, how can he be so rattled by a fake photo, as this note puts it, and the fear that this fake photo will be leaked out into the market, and therefore he consumes his own life. He takes the extreme step. That's number one. Number two, if somebody was indeed blackmailing him with this picture or any other matter, how is it that a person who was so well connected, and I'm given to understand that the Deputy Chief Minister, Keshav Prasad Maurya, in his own words, was almost like a son to Mahant Narendra Giri. How come he did not raise this with the many number of people in influence and in power that he would have been acquainted with? Let me now go across to A.L. Banerjee. He's former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Banerjee, thank you very much. You're seeing the events as they unfolded over the last 24 hours or so. First, the tragic suicide, then the recovery of the dead body, then the names that come out of Anand Giri, Adya Tiwari, etc. And now this 15-page suicide note. But many people who were close to Mahant Narendra Giri are raising questions about A, the suicide note, the fact that a man of few letters has written a 15-page suicide note before taking the extreme step, and that how is it that someone who is as famous as him, as influential as him, as acquainted with people in power, why would he take such an extreme step on the fear of some fake photograph?
You have raised a very valid question. However, let us also look at the fact that whatever position this man held, Acharya Narendra Giri, was after all a human being. And if he has committed suicide, as the purported suicide note says, we are not very sure until unless the investigation is there, until unless the forensic reports come, whether the handwriting on the note, suicide note, is his or not. That has to be established. Once that is established, then you can really say that it was a suicide, because the post-mortem has not as yet taken place. So to say that it's a suicide or a murder is not possible right now.
But prima facie, when you look at it, Mr. Banerjee, do you see that a person of his stature and standing in society
then we will be able to decide, then the police will be able to decide, the investigating officer will be able to decide whether it's a murder or a suicide. That's one thing.
No, which is fair
Secondly,
enough. Which is fair enough. I'm not disputing that. I'm not doubting that. All I'm asking you is, you've seen so many cases in your career in the police services. A suicide case would have some typical elements. You know, somebody who's been through depression, somebody who is feeling like, you know, he has nobody to turn to. In the case of Mahant Narendra Giri, he was not only acquainted with some of the most powerful people in Uttar Pradesh, but surely if he was being blackmailed by somebody who was much his junior, he could have turned to anybody for this.
Why he didn't do so remains a matter of investigation. And only once the whole matter is investigated thoroughly, all the forensic leads are taken up, it's also found out whether that note actually has been written by the deceased, and he has named 3 people.
Yes.
Now, the note by itself is not sufficient. There has to be corroborative evidence to prove that those 3 people are also involved. So, if until and unless we put all these things together, it's very difficult to say, number one, whether it's a suicide or a murder. Number 2, whether somebody has in fact made him commit suicide, as is being alleged. And thirdly, why he did not approach anybody sufficiently powerful, because he was powerful, he had powerful friends.
Of course.
Will always remain something under the cover, because one wouldn't know what was going on in his mind.
One final word, though, before I let you go, Mr. Banerjee.
So he felt that these things should not go into the
fair enough. No. One final word before I let you go. Why would a person who has 24/7 Y category security, which includes, you know, a personal security officer, people who are always, you know, at guard outside his house, if there was a third party involvement in this, wouldn't those security officials know about it, or at least have been witness to it?
Well, again, a very valid question. Now, it seems that he had a large security detail. But was the security detail permitted inside his very private quarters? Because this seems to have taken place in his private room. Room or bathroom, I'm not very sure. But it seems a small kind of a room. So once that has taken place, whether the security provided by the government was inside, outside, resting, one wouldn't know. So it's very difficult to say how it all happened. Therefore, as I reiterated earlier, until and unless you have a thorough investigation of the whole thing from all angles concerned, it's very early days to say what actually happened.
Okay, Mr. Banerjee, thank you very much. A.L. Banerjee there, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, saying very rightly that we need to wait for the post-mortem report. Only the forensics will be able to establish whether this was a case of suicide or whether there was something nefarious, some ulterior stuff that is happening here, and that is not a straight-up case of suicide. Let me go across to Arvind Rana, who's our News 18 reporter joining us from Prayagraj. ये जो 15 पेज की suicide note जो उभर कर आई हैं, इसके बारे में पुलिस का कोई प्रतिक्रिया है? क्या वो मानते हैं कि ये जेन्युइन है या वो भी अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन का मामला है?
जी मैं बता दूं कि 15 पेज का जो ये लेटर सुसाइड का वायरल हो रहा है, ये अभी जेन्युइन है कि नहीं, इस पर भी कोई किसी अधिकारी ने मोहर नहीं लगाई है। फिलहाल मीडिया के पास ये वायरल होते हुए 15 पन्नों का सुसाइड लेटर आया है, जो जिसपे साफ लिखा हुआ है कि जिसमें नरेंद्र गिरी ने साफ लिखा है कि मेरे मौत के जिम्मेदार आनंद गिरी, अध्या तिवारी और संदीप तिवारी हैं। इन लेटर के आधार पे अभी ये कुछ नहीं कहा जा सकता कि ये लेटर सत्य है या असत्य है। फिलहाल अभी कोई भी आला अधिकारी इस लेटर के बारे में बताने को तैयार नहीं है। मीडिया के पास वायरल होकर ये लेटर आया है, उसी आधार पर ये खबरें चल रही हैं कि जो है ये लेटर सही है। फिलहाल अभी किसी अधिकारी ने इसकी पुष्टि नहीं की है।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद Arvind. Let me also go back to Pranshu. Pranshu, just one final word. You know, one thing that actually stands out for me is how did the security personnel not know? That is assuming that this is not a straight up case of suicide. And two, as I'm given to understand, just a few days before this, the UP Deputy Chief Minister had reportedly met Mahant Narendra Giri. So how come this was not conveyed, or if there were fears, apprehensions, and that too to somebody who he treated as his own son almost?
Well, Zaka, just to clarify one thing, that, senior officers have confirmed me that this is the same letter which is being treated as a suicide letter which was recovered from Narendra Giri's room. So, there is no doubt about the fact that this is the very same letter which is the part of investigation, and on the basis of which Anand Giri, Adya Tiwari and his son, they have been arrested. Now, the second part, of course, is that, generally what happens in mats, and we have seen that in case of Ayodhya also and various other, the mats which we visit during the course of our journalistic, process. Often when these top saints and seers actually retire for the day, their quarters are very private quarters, and securities are generally not allowed inside. They do wait outside the mutt or a designated spot. So most likely what has happened is that, at the moment when this suicide or whatever transpired did take place, this unfortunate incident take place, the government allotted police security was not with him. That is absolutely clear, because the statements which are out in public domain is that at 12:30 after his lunch, when he has gone, he has clearly instructed that he should not be disturbed. He has locked his room, and only later on at 5:30 his body was recovered, found hanging from his room. So security was clearly not present when this unfortunate demise took place.
All right, Pranshu, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much. Big breaking this that Pranshu brought us, this suicide note that's been recovered from the room. Now it's going to be a matter of investigation whether the Mahant himself wrote this, did somebody else write this, and then it appears as the Mahant's handwriting, as it were. But we'll debate all this and more through the course of our primetime coverage, as well as at 9 o'clock on Brass Tacks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Shivani will be joining you in a moment.